This collection of the original fidget spinner belongs to my girlfriend, and she's going to tell us about it today, but she's not 100% sure about all the social media the kids are on, so she's going to go by Deanna Troi, which, if my Lord of the Rings history serves me correctly, was a Klingon that served on Battlestar Galactica on the ice planet Tatooine. Is that correct?
No.
Excellent. So after Deanna tells us today about why she collected these, where they're from, and what they mean to her, we're going to talk a little bit about the motivations of why we collect the things that we do. Deanna, please get into it.
Okay, well, I don't exactly know what age I was when I first started collecting. What I do know is some of the first pieces that I got in my collection was when I was littler and I was kind of in the hospital. I have a lot of like medical trolls because when I was younger, my brother and I had immune disorder that kept us in the hospital for a good portion of our life. So a lot of our presents would be trolls that came from the gift shop in the hospital. What I really like about the trolls, or what I liked especially when I was younger, was how colorful and bright and like cheerful they were, especially with kind of like the situation that I was in. I also really liked the ones with the little like gems. I would hold them and I would like fidget with them and their hair and their little gems. And I think I started collecting them till I was like 16, because some of them in here I remember I got when even I was a teenager.
Absolutely fascinating, and that's definitely why I introduced this collection as fidget spinners, because as you can see, some people use it to handle their stims on a day-to-day basis. As a matter of fact, you can see on this one that this poor gal has almost literally been scalped by the young hands of Deanna Troi. But I'd like to talk about those core motivations for collecting these dolls, because it's oftentimes written off as just because they're cute, but I think it serves a deeper need in the human psyche. Of course, you have the tactile nature of the hair, which we now know is something that kids all the time use to soothe much deeper needs that are in their psyche, but it also has advantages that no other kind of toy did in its day and age. First of all, it's androgynous. It's non-sexual, none of them are male or female, and as a result, they don't have any of the gender roles that were assigned with so many dolls. Even when you consider baby dolls or Barbies, they always had a portion of that body image question or the question of gender roles. And troll dolls are one of the few dolls that didn't conform to any of those identities. They were also sold almost completely nude, which in the day and age of the 60s, 70s, and 80s when they were first produced was definitely not common. And when you would see a Barbie that's naked or you see a baby doll that's naked, one of your very first instincts is to put some clothes on it. As a matter of fact, apparently Deanna Troi, growing up with a preacher in middle America, decided that all of her trolls could not be nude, and so she sewed little felt capes for the ones that she got when she was very, very young. Finally, troll dolls were not commercialized the way that so many toys were when we were kids in the 80s. As a matter of fact, every cartoon that was on every Saturday morning was simply the product of a toy company trying to sell all kinds of different figures. And this is the only humanoid toy that I can think of that allows a child to escape all of those societal pressures and have something that's completely pure and just about a complete fantasy that doesn't have any of those connotations that so many toys of the era did. And understanding how an item like this plays to your deeper psyche actually allows you to be a better collector. For example, I know that the things that I collect feed things deep inside of my own psyche, because I'm looking for items that are going to tell me more about the motivations of human beings and why they do the things that they do, because that's something I've always struggled with my entire life. So my friends, no matter what you collect, if you ask yourself some questions about exactly why it is that is so attractive of you, you'll be amazed at what kind of answers you find. Thanks, Deanna.
Thank you.